people outside of government and inside of government have worked hours and hours and hours on to engage in the legislative process in order to submit alternative ideas for achieving savings and reforms in the traditional Medicaid program. The bill is quite extensive. It's a long bill. It has been a culmination of all of the work that members of the task force and others not on the task force have really engaged in. We've all rolled up our sleeves and dug in and achieved what we believe is a very patient-centered, person-centered, comprehensive piece of legislation that achieves the balance between fiscal responsibility and patient care. It's common sense. And we worked with all of the members involved in this process, and we believe we've achieved something pretty great. And we're really, really proud of this work that we're presenting today at DiamondCare. We'll be presenting it at the task force today at 2 o'clock, so we're on a quite limited time frame. But there is no doubt in this Capitol, and for many years, there has been no doubt that we've got to achieve a Medicaid program that is sustainable, but that ultimately affects our most needy and our most vulnerable patients. We have taken that responsibility on as a state that we need to provide that care and that we need to do it in a responsible way, but we have to achieve the savings in order to make the Medicaid program sustainable for today and for the future for our most needy and our most vulnerable. And so that has been our overarching goal in all of the reforms that we've pulled together in this very, very comprehensive and large piece of legislation. The bill itself will be presented here at the task force in just a little bit, so you'll have additional questions I'm sure that will be answered while we present the bill. It is a big bill. It's 33 pages. It's very comprehensive. It covers all different types of areas within traditional Medicaid. But we're just really pleased to be able to be here today to present our work. And I would also invite people, this is a draft piece of legislation. This is the process that we engage in as legislators. It is our job to go and research and to dig in and to visit with our constituents and the folks that we work with in the legislature as well as in the executive branch. And so we have done that, and this is just a part of the process. This is a draft piece of legislation. We are inviting and sharing it now with our colleagues, and we invite them to the table to help us as we undergo this process in achieving these reforms that are so needed to serve this most needy and vulnerable population. So we're excited to start this process. We're excited to put our ideas out there. We're excited to represent what we have done in our work, but we have done our very best ability, but we know that this is a process. So we're just very, very pleased to be able to bring this together today and finally get it out to our colleagues. And we have full confidence in our colleagues, and we have full confidence in the governor and the leadership here that they will also engage with us in a thoughtful and fair manner to consider our proposal.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest concerns is with everyone is the not only the patient care but the cost savings in the DD wait list. We were charged by the governor with saving $835 million, and we have exceeded that and verified by the Stevens Group that our plan would save $1 billion, a little over $1 billion, and that we have in the bill to address the DD wait list with the savings, and we feel like we can completely clear that wait list with the savings that we will have from the assessments and the tiered levels of care and all those things that are a part of the bill. Obviously, the long-term care is still will be a separate entity that they have formed themselves from the savings from the bill, and ours mostly addresses the DD and the behavioral health aspects of the bill.